Hi, I'm Michele Huff, owner of Huff Events and PR, and you're watching The Drive, only on Collide TV. Huff Events and PR is a PR agency that started 11 years ago, first in Los Angeles, and then I moved to New York City. And we actually focus and concentrate on entertainment entities such as sports celebrities, music celebrities, and we also work with nonprofit organizations such as UNCF and American Black Film Festival. Actually, the PR firm started by mistake because I grew up around music and since I was 15 years old. And in grad school, I interned at Rough House Records in Philadelphia. And then from Philadelphia, I moved to Los Angeles and was the head of international for Virgin Records. So I was able to travel the world and at the same time work with amazing artists such as Lenny Kravitz, Pharrell, the Neptunes, before people knew who Pharrell was, and they thought his name was with an F, and Rolling Stones, etc. So we did international marketing and promotional campaigns. For 5 years I did that, and then Virgin Records actually moved me to New York, but then decided to move the department to London, and they already had a team there. So I was stuck in New York with nothing to do and a severance package. So I'm sitting there like, what am I going to do? And then I get a call from Pharrell. He said, I'm starting a label, it's called Star Trek, but you know, NERD's putting out an album, can you do a party for us? An album release party, and that's when labels had budgets to do parties. I said, absolutely. And so we did this party at Chelsea Pier and turned it into, we had skateboard ramps and a whole circus at Chelsea Pier. And I remember people like L.A. Reid, Usher were trying to get in and they couldn't get in because we were overcrowded to capacity. So all the press was talking about this event. Like, you know, this company, you know, Huff Entertainment, they did this amazing party. And I was just like, how do you get press? I just remember after, my name was all over the place, but I'm like, how do people do that? How do you actually get into a newspaper or on television? And people are like, oh, that's PR. I'm not the typical publicist because of all the professional experience that I have, because most of the clients we work with are in music. And I've worked inside of a label, so I just have the experience, you know, to be in a label and then working outside of the label. So my relationships with labels and the understanding of the process is completely different from a lot of other publicists. But also, we put in a lot, we provide a lot of other services other than public relations. I mean, my clients call me for what restaurant should I go to, and I pretty much know a lot of the people at the restaurants, the maitre d', the general manager, so reservations on the spot, you know, close to, you know, styling ideas and advice to, you know, just being a social worker. Because when you're a publicist, depending on the relationship that you have with your client, you're pretty much all of these things wrapped into one. I mean, like I said before, Ashanti, we've been working together for 10 years. She's my friend. She's one of my closest friends as well. But when it comes to business, it's business. But when it comes outside of that, you know, she just called me last week and we're talking for 3 hours about personal things. You know, a lot of people don't have those relationships with clients. I don't have them with all of my clients, but they trust me enough to know that, you know, if they say things to me, that it's not going to be in the paper the next day. So let me take you on a tour of Harlem, my Harlem. Is that okay? But we're going to take this tour in the 2015 Hyundai Sonata Sport, which is going to be nice. I love living in Harlem because when I first moved to Harlem 12, 13 years ago, we only had 2 soul food restaurants and a Chinese food place. And bodegas, of course. That's New York City. But now I can stay in Harlem on the weekends and after work. There are restaurants. You have shopping places. We have Target. We're even getting Whole Foods in 2016. I mean, in Harlem. Like any project we take on, I put in 180% and not just 90%, because I really want them to be successful. I want the project to win, or I want them to, you know, get a lot of people buying the album or a lot of people attending their festival. So that's really important to me, and I think in order to do that, you really have to, you know, have that great working relationship with the client and let them know that, you know, they can trust you and that you believe in their project just as much as they do. So now we're going to a favorite place of mine, Born Vintage. It's in Harlem on 125th Street. I actually know the owner, Jonathan Broderick, and they have a show on FYI called Born to Style. But I have been going here for the past, they opened about 6 years ago. I've been going here since they opened 6 years ago. I'm so happy for them, but they have amazing amazing clothes. But to me, first and foremost, the thing that gets you coming back to Born Vintage is the customer service. They are hilarious. They're entertaining in itself. I can see why they have a show. You'll see. Because my mom was such a thrifting connoisseur growing up, so we just thought it would be really fun to make over people on a budget, giving us $20 or $30, whatever the budget is, and we wardrobe people and make them over mothers that are in need, children, and we put on our site. So it's really been fun for the past 2 months. But that's my new love and passion, especially because it's something I can do with my twin kids. And Terry is here. Okay, Terry is the most amazing. He knows what you want when you want it. He usually has a drink in his hand when I come because he knows, you know, I like a little beverage. But this is why I love vintage, and also the people you meet. I mean, I go into like Goodwill, Salvation Army, and it's usually older women there. And I like grandmothers. I'm having conversations with them, helping them pick out things. They ask my opinion if I like it. I've seen fights at Goodwill too. People they like this piece and somebody else walk up, they will fight you for this blouse. I mean, I've seen that happen too. So it's just an experience. This is why I love it. And so another tip I would say to people that's shopping vintage and thrift is to not look at the sizes. Try it on anyway. Try on everything. See, I'm a pro. So I don't usually try things on, but I usually try on pants. And I do Donna Karen actually told me the neck test. I told you this when I was here last time, right? The neck test. So let me show you. It works majority of the time. It works with skirts and pants. But Donna Karen taught me this trick to see if something can fit. Okay, this is a good one. Okay, so this skirt, you do your neck. But you should still try things. You should still try things on. But see, it can fit. But see how it's too big? So I know that this is too big for me. It should be corner to corner. So Donna told me this, but this is too big for me. See, I have a job for you. My dream road trip is to drive from New York to California. So, you know, in that trip, come on, you know I'm non-traditional here. Okay. So everyone else would probably have on what? A sneaker, jean, tank top.
Yeah.
Not moi.
You're not that kind of girl.
Nah.
No.
So what would you help me?
I'm just saying.
You know, I like a little, because you never know when you stop and get out, who may be there. I mean, I like to look cute.
You know what I'm saying? It's because you're giving it a rustic feel. Now, you can always belt a jumpsuit.
See, that's how you road trip.
See?
Ah, sexy. So I think that this is perfect for road tripping.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I can put a flip-flop on with it, and like you said, if we go eat, I can put a heel with it.
Yes.
But then, you know, with or without belt, but I love the necklace, so.
Yeah.
Ring me up.
Hello.
Road trip.
I love you. Road trip.
My babe, thank you.
My babe.
My ideal road trip would be to drive from New York City to California. And on the way, stop to see one of the 7 wonders of the world. That sounds like fun, huh?